Oh. And the joyous part, because my pickup tube is completely rotted off and fallen, I had to basically take this plate off every time I want to pump out. Now, the place I'm at now, I have to manually pump out, which I'm fine with because I can take my time and really try to get everything out of here. But it sucks because, well, if I had two people, it'd probably be a little bit easier. So anyway, I got to take the access cover of this plate off, then stick a tube down into here. Then this comes out. Take that, that's my modified vent. Then this. Right into there. Luckily, they got the fitting that screws right in. So that's our little pump out, don't dump out. Set this up and let the games begin. This one's got to open? Yeah. And then it just pulls it all in? All right, cool deal, thank you. Yeah, I wasn't sure if that had to be open or closed. Yeah. Right, so I don't know if you can see, but it's hard to see. There you go, pretty much empty. A little bit left in there. I don't think, there you go, you can see. Look at that, fun times. But yep, that's that. Let's close it up. Did it. It was exhausting. All right, everyone, I'm going to show you my solution for my wastewater tank on my Grand Banks. This is a 42 Classic 1983 and bought it in Tampa and brought it up to New York. And along the routes, had some issues with the wastewater tank and lots of things rotting. I'm going to go over, show everything and what it did. So we're going to take a little stroll down into the engine room so I can show you that and then up again. All right, let's take a look-see. Right. Take a little stroll down here. And this is the front of my tank. So my tank sits, actually, let's do this. Sits right in between my two engines. Some Mighty Ford Lehmans, there and there. And that's my tank. So let's move this cover out of the way a little bit to see. And that is my solution right there. I 3D printed a brand new mount for all my hoses. So initially, we got that one up over there, it comes in the forward head. This one goes down to my dip tube all the way up to my pump mounted over there, where I got the Y, where I can pump out, and then my vent right there. So I went through a couple of iterations of this and finally got it to work. So I'm gonna go over those and what I did. But that's essentially it. So this was the original, I guess, manifold, if you want to call it, coming off my wastewater pipe. And what happened was, well, this is the only one. This one is the one that goes towards the pump out. My fill was this one. You can see it. And my vent right there. And when I bought the boat, before we left, we had it pumped out, or what we thought was pumped out. And it turns out the dip tube to that was rotted off sitting in the bottom of the tank, so it wouldn't pump out. But so anyway, I went from this one to this is the first one I 3D printed right here to make sure I got holes lined up, and it goes like this. What I realized is, well, this needed to be a lot higher. This had to come off a little bit different angle, and this actually also be higher. So I went to version 2. this one right here, which was close. If you notice, I was able to get the pipe, the rear, or I think the forward compartment, sorry, onto this one. And the vent wouldn't reach, and then that also brought me to that third one, which I showed down below. But this is all PETG. Oh, you can see here, this is where I attempted to fit the dip tube. So the PVC dip tube fits right into there, goes down to the bottom of the tank, sits about 1 inch off the bottom. The first time when I test fitted this, one of these didn't line up. I forget which one it was. I think this wasn't tall enough. So the PVC fits right in there. I used JB weld, plastic JB weld inside there, and it was good to go. Made an extension for the vent tube, and so far it's been good. I mean, I put a gasket down below. I was debating on 3D printing a gasket for the bottom, which I'll probably do to swap out eventually, but I just used the original one that was on there, and it was pretty good. So PETG holds up pretty well. I mean, honestly, PLA, I've had PLA stuff for outside for a long time and haven't had any issues. It does break down, but this is PETG. And you can see it, like, relatively thick. I think I did 0.2 inches. All of these are anywhere from 1/8 to 0.2 inches thick also. I don't think they're gonna break. I filleted, oh, here we go. I filleted all the spots. I'm trying to turn this, sorry. Anywhere I could. Let's go. See if I get it. Filleted anywhere I could where the tubes meet to give a little extra meat there. And you know, we'll see. I mean, it can't be any worse than that right there. I mean, eventually I'll probably switch to like a poly tank or something like that, but for now, this is working. The boat is a work in progress, and that was one of the solutions that was quick and easy to fix and didn't cost me really any money except for some PETG. So that's what I did.